On to gerrymandered maps. Governor Pritzker campaigned on a pledge to have an open and transparent process for preparing maps for the new legislative districts based on the 2020 census. The actual process was anything but open and transparent. Do you support legislation and/or an amendment to the Illinois Constitution to create an independent maps commission to handle redistricting in the future?
Yes. And I personally have passed petitions in the past to actually put it on the ballot that has been turned down over and over again. Because not only is the process to gerrymander, there's gerrymandering that goes on in the other administrative offices as well that will allow for that to be stopped. So yes, I am personally a victim of a gerrymandered district because they carved my house out of a district that I've run in before. It has to stop. And until it does stop, we will continue to have this partisan divide. We need to be able to work together to get people elected that represent the districts and not how the state wants the districts to look.
So what do we expect from a trust fund, California trust fund billionaire kid, right? He's a liar. He said when he ran that he would make sure that this would not be a partisan thing, didn't he? But yet he made it a totally partisan thing. So yes, of course, independent group that would do this would be the way to go. It's when you look at our map, it's the goofiest map in the country. Look at other states compared to ours. Nothing looks as stupid as ours. So of course, but this is a governor that's lied all along. This is a governor for over 700 days, had us under executive orders, like he's the king of this land, right? He's got to go. We got to make sure we elect somebody here in this primary that can beat him. I'm the only person from Northern Illinois that's built my businesses all over the densest, the highest populated areas in Illinois, and I'm the guy that can win the general against this guy. I'm exactly the opposite of him. Exactly. Look at him. Look at who he is. Opposites, okay? I can beat him. What time is it?
Yes, I support independent map. I signed a petition a few years ago, the one that Carolyn was talking about that got kicked out by the Supreme Court. But here's what we've done in the state of Illinois, especially the Republican Party. We have allowed the Democrat Party and the Democrats, we've given them an inch, and now they've taken the whole farm, right? We have to compete. I am tired, personally. I live in Cook County. And I am tired of going to vote and you see Democrats, and then Republicans. It says no candidate. We have to compete. We cannot give up. We cannot give up and just assume that the Democrats are going to win, therefore we're not going to compete. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 118 state rep seats and 59 state Senate seats. There's no reason why there can't be a Republican competing in each one of them. That's what I'm going to do as governor.
Here in Illinois for over 30 years, the biggest problem and the biggest reason that we set Republicans in the super minority is because of failed Republican leadership. I sat on the Senate floor these past 2 years as we were discussing fair maps and reminding Governor Pritzker that he campaigned on this. And you want to know the answer from the other side of the aisle? Well, they said you weren't too concerned about it 10 years ago when you were in charge. So it's time for the party who believes in freedom to stand up and set an example and do the right thing. So it's interesting because in 2017, a fair mapping program was developed by a professor at the University of Illinois in Champaign. The last 2 years, that professor has been on leave in Oxford in England. Any coincidence there? So the interesting thing is these remaps, they're going to backfire on them. They didn't do a good job. So.